I welcome you to this Law of Attraction sleep hypnosis, a guided sleep meditation to attract money, wealth, love, and abundance. Our aim for this sleep hypnosis is to guide you to deeply understand the law of attraction, the power of perception, positive psychology, and through choice of thought and action, take responsibility for how we respond to the world. Our hope is that we can guide you toward the powerful understanding that happiness is an inside job and not a destination you arrive at, but the journey you are on now and every day. This is Matt from Self-Health Hypnosis, where we guide you to help yourself. And we want you, now you have found us, to change your life because you choose, and to regularly listen to our hypnosis and guided meditations. And like with every one of our clients, we want our audience to achieve love, success, money, total abundance, and absolute fulfillment. To experience a life worthy of you and the massive depth of fulfillment that only you can imagine. And this is far too great and powerful to be achieved by taking a shortcut, is it not? I will suggest that you take time now to prepare yourself. Firstly, to find peace and find an environment where you can focus on you and allow yourself to relax, and in your own way find calm. And I will give you a minute or so to find quiet, to close doors or blinds. And isn't it wonderful that you have taken this moment for yourself to discover the resources within you and to bring them into being? So you might just like to carefully listen to my instructions as we get ready to change your life for the better. And you may be curious to consider that one of the things you learn as a therapist is that deep down, most people want the same things. We want love in the form of affirming relationships. We all want security, usually in the form of money and social ties. And most importantly, we desire success and fulfillment. The feeling that you've made a contribution and accomplished something. I wonder if you would be surprised to learn that where most people have these desperate desires, they often act in a way that achieves exactly the opposite. And over the many years of mind science research, one psychological truth has become clear to leading psychologists and effective therapists. And that fundamental truth is that when humans are left to our own devices, the mind rejects the unfamiliar and returns to the familiar. And this sleep hypnosis has been created to help you adopt the conscious strategies and unconscious habits to be the cause and effect in your reality. And I don't know what your patterns are, but I wonder if you can be honest with yourself now and consider them with calm and ease, in the knowledge that you have taken this moment for yourself. This is your time of silence and sanctuary. In this moment, you can have an open, free conversation with yourself, and you are safe. Perhaps you can find a place where you can sit in comfort. Or maybe you want to use this time as a stepping stone to calm, to let go and experience a deep, restful sleep. The space you have chosen may be a chair in a quiet room where you can be alone with yourself. Or it could be the warm, soft comfort of your bed. Whatever you choose, it can be anywhere that you can find comfortable peace. So remember, now you are in control. And when you're ready and in your own time, find comfort in the way you have chosen to relax. What I suggest you do is to just allow your eyes to comfortably close. And you can be aware of your eyes and of how you are in control, and how you could open them should you wish. And that's fine, because I really wouldn't want you to not relax too quickly. Maybe you can feel free to allow yourself to observe your thoughts and anything in your daily life with alert interest, making a commitment to yourself and to put a stop to any judgment. And I'd like you to begin allowing yourself to approach this time you have devoted to you differently, with the intention to understand and in full acceptance of whatever may emerge. And as you sit there, you may be aware of the sounds in the background, and you might notice the feeling of the surface beneath your body. Or you might unconsciously notice your thoughts as you relax into your own experience. And as you do, you might notice the beginnings of comfort and ease. You may hear the sounds of others that may be around you, or the street outside as the traffic passes by. Or perhaps it's the tone of my voice as you follow my voice. You may even begin to notice thoughts and feelings emerging and fading. And as you do, begin to feel the sensation of complete comfort in your body. And as you sit still, you might notice the sensations of your hands, and that though they may twitch and move, there is also a stillness. And as your breathing starts to slow, you might begin to notice a relaxed calm broaden and deepen. And I don't know if it will be the words that I use or the sound of my voice that will start to open to you a vast world of change and possibility. That's right. I would prefer that you discover how much easier it is simply to allow events to occur in their own way and in their own time. Noticing any feelings in your body as you continue to listen to the sound of my voice. Any sounds that surround you. Paying close attention to those feelings and changes now, as you find absolute wonder at your own ability to let go completely and drift down into your trance, while your conscious mind has begun already to drift off somewhere else. Allowing your body to relax and your mind to calm without knowing at all how much more comfortable and relaxed you can become. And I wonder if you can imagine the power that comes from a full acceptance of the present moment. An appreciation of anything you are feeling and what you perceive to be happening now. It can be deeply comforting to know that in these moments, there is no need to change anything at all. And allow yourself this moment to just breathe and let go. Breathe and let be. Finding freedom from anything specific in this moment, and in your mind and in your heart. Give yourself permission to allow this moment to be. And imagine the depth of possibilities that would emerge when you choose calm and choose conscious inner awareness. Maybe it will surprise you to notice the power and control, and that you are in control. And that is hypnosis. That's right. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. And I understand how easy it is to get caught up in wanting to have a special experience, or in looking for special signs of progress. Yet the truth is, you can only take a path to change yourself, because you want to do it for yourself. And in that moment, you decide that what you are experiencing now can be exactly as it is. And you can allow yourself to be exactly as you are. And perhaps you don't know this, but you already have all the knowledge you need to understand how to enter your own trance. And you have an experience of entering a trance many times each day. And perhaps you can recall those times you have been wondering about your day and discovered your mind begins to wander to thoughts, ideas, and dreams. All that experience of traveling on a bus, on a train or plane, or even as a passenger in a car, when the journey is long, when there is little need to pay attention, and you can rest your head against the headrest or even the edge of the window, and you can drift and dream and allow your mind to wander. And you may like to imagine, as you start to daydream now, your own experience as you sit there, beginning to drift off into a comfortable, relaxed bliss. You really have known all along how much easier it is to learn when you are so relaxed. Though I wouldn't want you to relax too quickly at first. And I would prefer that you discover now how much easier it is to recognize the small changes, tiny changes happening in your breathing, and the almost imperceptible changes in your pulse rate, and just how quiet and comfortable you have become as that feeling of security relaxes you even deeper than before. All you have to do in this moment is give yourself permission to let go. Giving yourself freedom to explore other parts of yourself. To know that this is just the process and there is no right or wrong way to do this. The truth is, you really don't have to know what to expect. But when you take the time to go inside, just like you are doing now, it's easy to notice that there is a part of you who knows how to breathe deeply. And you can expect that part of you to always be there, so that those deep and comforting breaths just naturally come. This is a state you have created, and it is uniquely your experience. Maybe you would like to remember that you and only you can be the hero in your own journey. And it is comforting to know that you have chosen me to be your guide and teach you how to return to this state at any time, in any place you choose. And I wonder if you know in your heart and in your mind the great benefit to you as you continually return to this powerful state of self-hypnosis, this state of ultimate learning, where you can begin to uncover the potential that was always within your grasp. Now, as you hear my words, perhaps you know in your heart and mine that it is time for you to return to the true nature of your being and to consciously live the success that you have determined you desire for yourself. We also know that the things that we seek, those things we believe will lead us to a personal feeling of happiness, they can seem far off in the distance, across the vast ocean of time still. And I wonder if the happiness you experience by choice will become for you an unlimited source of fuel and enable you to direct your focus to experience a better now, to visualize a new reality, and to see and think differently about yourself. To break free from the past, to leave behind any limiting beliefs, and to bring front and center you, true, full of certainty, security, clarity, and fulfillment. And I wonder if there are limiting beliefs that exist just as obstacles to what you want and can choose for yourself. And perhaps you have continued to explore new ideas, different approaches, and take new actions. Or perhaps you have been in the past and have been held back by unhelpful thoughts and fear-based feelings and emotions that have clouded your ability, your inherent ability to see clearly what you truly deserve now. Many thought leaders and motivational speakers often communicate that our individual capacity for wealth, love, abundance, and success comes down to our individual ability to interrupt our own ineffective patterns. And it is human that we all fear the unfamiliar. And I wonder if you tend to stick to what you know and continually repeat what you have learned from your family and your past experiences. Because you know change is necessary, do you not? But there is good news, and you can actively choose to make the familiar things we don't want in our lives unfamiliar. And we can choose to make the unfamiliar things we do want familiar. Maybe you will be surprised to learn that studies have shown repeatedly that our familiarity with certain things is not fixed. The truth is, we are constantly relearning what's familiar. And every day building new pathways, neural networks that will lead us to making more money than we can now imagine. And if you are a student of the law of attraction, I wonder if you have ever been told that the manifestation of our thoughts begins and ends with our behaviour. That taking repeated and appropriate action is the real secret you need to manifest your dreams. The eternal truth is that the law of attraction does not function without conscious and repeated action. And within that eternal truth, there is a powerful guarantee. If you show up to something each and every day, you're guaranteed to get closer to it. And if you don't, you won't. Action is the real secret, and consistency is the master key. And as you open the doors and move closer to your goal will begin moving closer to you. As Deepak Chopra wrote, this law states that the whole situation around you is you. I am what I see. What I see is me. Once you see it as only you, reflecting yourself back, what happens? You become more self-aware. As self-awareness expands, you become much clearer and focused on what you truly want. Then, and only then, can the law of attraction work for you reliably. And I wonder if you are going to focus your thoughts and take the regular, repeated actions now to expand your self-awareness. Perhaps you came here wanting money, wealth, financial abundance. And maybe you see that in acquiring those things, money, wealth, and financial abundance, you might at your core feel good enough. And perhaps you have never felt noticed, acknowledged, or loved, and that you think that acquiring money and wealth will attract the recognition and love that will bring you happiness. And you might be curious to know that expansion of awareness, our consciousness, exists to take us beyond our perceived problems and what we desire. Because it has been said that we only have problems because we want more. And with that desire comes fear. And I wonder whether you are prepared to be honest with yourself now. In this place, you are safe. And maybe you would like to break free of the real chains that are keeping you bound to the life you wake up to every day. And perhaps you already knew this, but usually the problem people are searching to resolve is only a symptom of a bigger, deeper, underlying issue. And many therapists have stories of clients that have spent their entire lives trying to accumulate the types of things that would make you feel enough. They acquire houses, cars, beautiful partners, accolades, professional success, but ultimately it doesn't work. And it is not that having money, fame, success, love, or abundance is the problem. This is available to us all, unrestricted and without judgment. The problem that keeps most people stuck, riding the merry-go-round of life, having the same concerns and dreams, yet doing the same thing each day. The problem is in that feeling perhaps we aren't enough. And having this belief, it is human to develop all kinds of coping mechanisms, such as addiction, depression, and anxiety, to deal with this deeply uncomfortable, unnecessary belief. And I wonder if you are courageous enough to search deep within yourself and shine the light of truth upon the areas of your life, areas where you perhaps have this limiting belief. And I wonder if you can go back in time and find the first time you noticed that belief in the past and leave it there because it has past. And I wonder if in thinking about your past, if it was like mine, and wealth, success, and even love weren't familiar to you because of a family background or history you had no part in choosing. And that part of you that is simply just stuck in fear might be saying to you, how can you ever overcome this and find happiness within yourself? You can shine the light of self-love on your life, can you not? Because everything that keeps you stuck are just manifestations of these unnecessary and damaging past beliefs. And you can simply turn your back on those beliefs, and you can choose and change your focus. And perhaps you will choose to notice those negative thoughts and that damaging dialogue, and respond in your mind with the absolute truth, and say to yourself, I am enough. And isn't it incredible that a simple 3 words can set you free, and that in every moment you can change your experience, to ignore each and every limiting thought and choose to make the unfamiliar things we do want familiar. And you might be comforted to know that it is completely okay to make money familiar. Perhaps you would like to think of money as a tool that creates freedom, purpose, contribution. That money is the energy of opportunity that creates possibility and fulfillment. And you may have heard the phrase, money doesn't buy happiness. And where this is true for some that chase the wrong things, money can be a source of happiness in your story. And I wonder if you have observed that money can exist as a magical tool. A tool to people who know what they want from life. And when you can imagine clearly and see vividly the meaning, freedom, and purpose money can provide, and you can start to think about money as the transcendental universe intended, as a renewable resource, our personal energy and output, and that money will become more familiar, and you will know that money, like fluid, can come and go so much more easily. A mentor of many successful entrepreneurs is quoted as saying that those who think money doesn't buy happiness just don't know where to shop. And imagine the freedom money can provide you to create and contribute. And I wonder if you can imagine yourself in the future, and the internal feelings you will experience when money is familiar. And money to you is a fluid resource you can use to create and contribute to the world. That would feel absolutely amazing, would it not? And I wonder if you can see yourself give and receive money easily, with a confidence and understanding that money is dynamic and that coming and going is part of its nature. And it is sadly limiting that the law of attraction is often expressed as only hopeful and creative visualization based in fears, dreams, and misguided hopes. Yet what is often not emphasized is the critical importance of the ancient Hermetic principle of cause and effect. Perhaps you will now give yourself permission to direct the power of your imagination with purpose and continuous action. For energy must flow. Energy must have its rhythm. And I wonder how powerful you will feel when you see yourself easily pushing through any resistance to what you know in your mind must be done. The steps that must be taken, the steps in the process required to reach your goal. Perhaps the need to change and evolve is crystal clear, is it not? One of the great minds of hypnosis and therapy once said, when the imagination and the willpower are in conflict, it is always the imagination which wins without any exception. And I wonder if you realize that hypnosis is the key that unlocks the law of attraction. And all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. That's right. And what that means is that you create your own universe. I just guide you using the power within you. But that key is not available to open only one door. Hypnosis is a process. Hypnosis is a practice. A process of learning how to bring your conscious mind, your willpower, and your unconscious mind into rapport. And I wonder if you know that the results you can gain from continued hypnosis is only limited by your desire to change and the boundaries you set for yourself. You might like to think of taking the time to listen to each hypnosis session as money you deposit in a bank. This commitment to your positive self-interest will, like money, grow and compound over time. And I wonder if it will become clear that our perception of reality is never a product of passive reactions, but of active, creative transactions. A wise man once said, "The road you can talk about is not the road you can walk on." Change is natural, and the universe is in a constant state of change. The tide comes and goes. The day becomes night. Seasons change, and the cells in our body die and are replaced. And even solid matter, such as rocks, erode over the passage of time. And I wonder if it is clear to you now that it is natural for us and for you to expect change in yourself. And if we are not experiencing change, then we are out of sync with the universe. Not only should you be setting positive expectations of what you want to do, what you want to have, and who you want to be. It is critical to set yourself the expectation that you will see results every day. Results from continuing to undertake this hypnosis. And by taking the action every day on those process goals. To unite your mind and body to become whole, take the action and be the creator of the natural, universal phenomena that is change. The writer Mark Twain once wrote, "The two most important days in your life, the day you were born and the day you discover why." And wouldn't it be a magical new day of your life when you awaken to an understanding that you can partner with your inner observer and make a decision to stop behaviours now. Stop those bad habits you have found yourself pondering over and over now. Making the decision when you wake to this new day with confidence and an absolute certainty that the more you manifest hope and excitement for the future, the more you have to look forward to. More money, love, wealth, and abundance. As you leave behind the past, there, now, leaving the past behind and stepping forth into the future, certain that you are enough. and imagine how much you will enjoy the journey that is making your dreams a reality. So now, you might like to take a deep, slow breath as you drift off into a deep, restful sleep. And just as you can be sure, with every exhale, an inhale will follow. You will also be sure that you can receive money just as easily as you can choose to use it. Now take the first step, and before you sleep and dream, consider this truth. And as you listen each day, perhaps you will adopt this as your mantra. I am enough. I am here with something valuable to offer. And money, love, happiness, and success are available to me. I connect with people easily because I belong to life, and I am always supported by the abundant universe.